Welcome to the virtual showcase for Law Clerk. My name is Catherine Willis, and I am the program coordinator for this diploma program. Today I will give you a brief introduction to the program, explore some of the things that make us unique, give you an idea of what it is like to be, first, a student in this program, and second, a graduate of the program, beginning a career as a legal professional or perhaps going on to further education. There will be time for a question and answer session at the end and for further follow-up if you would like to learn more. We have chosen some of the most frequently asked questions from prospective students and will give you some preliminary answers. Where do law clerks work? Because the field of law is so broad, our law clerk graduates work in a very wide variety of employment settings. Some of the more common settings are law firms and other private sector businesses, various levels of government, courthouses, insurance providers, financial institutions, hospitals, and associations. What can I expect as a student in this program? Because it is a compressed program, our classes are typically 27 hours a week. I will explain more about the compressed program as we go on. The fact that it is a compressed program is actually a highlight and a great drawing card for students, and I fully expect that some of you will have more questions about that later. I should let you know now that you do also have the option of going part-time instead of full-time, and we can often customize part-time studies around your schedule to some extent. What do you study in this program? Law clerks study foundational legal materials such as litigation, business law, property law, real estate, corporate law, wills and estates, criminal law, administrative law, and family law. This is balanced with many computer courses in which students learn how to complete documentation for a variety of legal settings. Many of the software programs that students will encounter in the field are taught here as well. Legal research and the drafting of pleadings are also part of the program. We develop interview skills and involve our students in mock trials. In addition, our curriculum has 3 general education courses, 1 per semester. Those of you who have previous post-secondary diplomas and degrees may be exempt from these. Why SLC? There are many reasons why you might want to consider doing your law clerk program here. First, you have the opportunity to complete a 2-year diploma in the space of 1 calendar year instead of 2, as will be touched on later. You have the opportunity to experience working with and learning from lawyers and other legal professionals. Our faculty are lawyers and law clerks. Other lawyers come in as guest speakers or to conduct mock interviews with students. Your computer courses are taught by experienced law clerks who also conduct mock interviews. Perhaps the final highlight is that once you have completed your diploma, you may work in Eastern Ontario if you want to do so, but you may also work in other provinces from coast to coast. There are many highlights that set this program apart. Among them are the following. You can complete the 2-year diploma in 1 calendar year instead of 2. As already mentioned, if you enter as a full-time student, you would begin the program in September and finish at the end of August. There are breaks built in, such as a reading week in each semester, and a substantial break in December and in April between the 2nd and 3rd semesters. The 3rd semester in the summer, 12 weeks of classes, followed by a 4-week placement in August. At the end of August, you will have finished the 2-year diploma in 1 calendar year, which gets you launched on your career more quickly. The 1-month placement is a highlight for most students, as it is a time in which they get to experience firsthand many of the things they have been taught in the classroom. They are learning by doing, and they are making valuable connections. This is their opportunity to enhance their classroom experience with practical work experience and exposure to potential employers. Many of our students are actually hired by their placement sites and make a seamless transition from placement student to new employee. Another highlight for many students is our field trip to Ottawa in the spring. We visit Parliament Hill, the Supreme Court of Canada, and the Federal Court, and sometimes are invited to law firms or government departments. A couple of years ago, some students were invited to do a small mock trial in one of the courtrooms, definitely a highlight for them. Another noteworthy highlight of this program is the excellent graduation rate, excellent employment rate. Most of our alumni find meaningful employment quite quickly after graduation. If not through their placement, then fairly soon afterwards. We have had some years recently in which the employment rate was 100%. There are lots of employment opportunities available, and alumni can and do change locales and the type of law in which they want to work as their life circumstances change. Although we have only included a couple of alumni quotations for this brief presentation, our Law Clerk alumni are always our best program advertisement. They enter the program from all walks of life and a wide variety of ages and backgrounds, and they exit as competent and professional law clerks. They are literally employed from coast to coast, and we are always pleased to hear about the wide variety of employment settings in which our grads are working and thriving. But in other ways, it's not surprising. Law underpins so much of society. Placement opportunities are varied and ever expanding. We've highlighted the following possibilities: law firms, courthouses, all levels of government, corporate legal departments, financial institutions, insurance companies, the education sector, associations, but these are only a portion of potential placement sites. We're always looking for new opportunities for our students and partners for our placements. What can you expect after school? Interesting and rewarding careers. Alumni often remark that their jobs are always interesting and they continue to learn every day in their work. Many of them love the fact that they are helping others and making a positive difference for them. Law clerks typically have the opportunity to specialize in one or two areas of law that they love and at an early stage in their careers. For many, it is very satisfying to develop that in-depth knowledge throughout their career. For some law clerks, an important element of their career prospects is the opportunity for mobility, that is, taking their education and experience into another venue, whether it be in their own community or another city or province. As their life circumstances develop and change, so too may their employment situations. And of course, the more experienced they become, the more valuable they are to prospective employers. There are many opportunities for career growth and education, whether it be workshops and conferences sponsored by the Law Society for law clerks, participating in local organizations as board members or volunteers, or pursuing additional post-secondary credentials. What's next? Just as there are many and varied employment possibilities in this field, there are also many opportunities to take your diploma further. Some students transfer their credits from law clerk into degree programs at various universities. For example, Athabasca is a popular choice because a student may take their online degree while working in the field. Some of our alumni have consistently taken credits part-time toward their degree while working for law firms. Sometimes the law firms even pay for their education. Another example is Carleton, which has a couple of degree streams that work well for law clerk grads, allowing them to receive a year or more of transfer credits depending on their GPAs, and the degree path they are pursuing. These are just a couple of the degree opportunities. Others are listed on our website. Some other SLC diplomas may also be of interest to our students. And some students who already hold degrees become so interested in the subject matter of law that they pursue further legal education as lawyers or paralegals. In terms of what's next, the opportunities are endless. They are there for you to take, and they are what you want to make of them. Thank you for watching and listening. Please don't hesitate to reach out. All of my contact information is on the Law Clerk page on the college website, and I talk with students one-on-one often. You are welcome to email me or phone me. Although I am not physically in my office during this time, I am monitoring my emails and phone calls and would be happy to talk with you. I hope to see you in September and to talk with you before then if you need any further information.